Hello and welcome back to the Truly Bedrock server. Obviously this is not the Truly Bedrock server, this is my testing world, a testing version of the same world. Now in the last episode I told you what I was going to be doing on basically in the Nether. So what I've been doing in the meantime is I've been testing that theory in basically the Truly Bedrock seed. Now what you can see here is there is a lot of glass mess. Now the idea was I've set up all the pods exactly where I need them, which is very lucky. All of these are actually very close to a wasteland area, which means I can drag, piglins over into this area to cut out the spawns, which is very nice for me. I've got another one over there. I think I made a couple of false starts, but anyway, it's all sorted now. And I've gone ahead and spawn-proofed basically everything that isn't... Well, everything that's in that square I've spawn-proofed. Does that make sense? It doesn't need to make sense. I'm just talking you through what I've been up to so that I know that when I get onto the actual server and start doing this, it's definitely going to work. Now, something fun that I discovered is you can see these blocks down here. I say I discovered. I kind of knew this already, but I didn't know it would act like this, so maybe this would be information for other people as well. I've gone ahead and I've cut out all of the spawns from the entire area all the way around. Now, fortresses actually have one extra spawn location, okay? So that's like a guaranteed spawn somewhere in the fortress. So what it means is, I essentially cannot stop the spawns from happening in the fortress in odd places. So occasionally, I'll get a blaze spawning out there, or, a wither skeleton or something. Like if I come and stand over here, absolutely nothing else will spawn anywhere, but then randomly I will get something like a blaze or a wither skeleton or some kind of fortress spawn, like a magma cube, just one, and that's it. And that is kind of by design for the game. As you can see, my killer is still working, it's killing all the striders that are spawning, but they're okay, they're fine, it doesn't really matter, they're passive. So I guess the thing that I'm finding is that I'm not going to be able to completely stop spawns in the rest of the fortress, but I will be able to cut out like 95% of them and just have one occasional blaze that will spawn in odd places. I mean, look at this, these shouldn't be out here. Apparently some stuff is being killed off out there, but that's irrelevant. So yeah, it's an interesting one, a little bit difficult. But anyway, the next task that I've got is I need to go onto the actual server and build up the piglin traps in the locations where they need to be, and then we'll kind of have our area all marked out. And then I guess what I need to do after that is I'm going to go around and mark out like the safe zone. There's a truly safe zone where if you stand inside of it you will get no spawns. And then I've got this area here, which is like my mob farming area, which I'll have to mark out. I picked this location because it's got quite a few little features of fortress all snarled up on top of each other. And a chunk border right there. So, yeah, I've got a few things to do. I think the key one is going to be marking out the safe area. Like, inside this zone you will not get spawns. Outside this zone, no guarantees. And there might be a little bit of fortress left outside of that area for people if they wanted to do something. But hopefully this will cover a huge chunk of the main spawn area. So this should just about clip. The safe area should clip spawn. And what I mean is like where the spawn portal comes through to the Nether. But this is quite a big area. So we're not getting anything other than zombified piglins occasionally. And that's only when they spawn on top of the striders. If I move a little bit further out over here, we should suddenly start getting spawns again. There we go. Oh, it's amazing. I actually do love this. Right, we're on the actual server now, and we're in my little holy base type area. I'm going to do a little bit of crafting and things to get all of the stuff organised that I need to start building these up. So I'm going to need... I'm going to need to get sand. So yeah, I'm going to need glass, a few dispensers or droppers and things. I think most of the things I'll be able to craft with what I've got, and I'm obviously going to need some cobble. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I've got a bit of collecting to do, so I'm going to do that during the stream, and we'll be back in a moment, and we'll see how far we get during the stream right now. Right, and we're back. I went ahead and built up my little machine, and then I found that it didn't work on the server for some reason. So, anyway, we had to readjust all of that. This has been redesigned a little bit. It's a much shorter design. I say shorter, it's a little bit shorter. Normally I'd have the string at the front here. I've removed the string because I've actually filled up this pod. This one is done. I think I've got 17 in there. It's very difficult to keep count when things are going wrong. So basically this area should now be like completely safe for mob spawns for 9 chunks around it. Some big area. You know, we shouldn't see anything spawn in the immediate area. The only spawns should be happening out there, and maybe the occasional one in the fortress here, because of the fortress cap being different to the general cap. So yeah, that's it. Pretty much done. I need to now repeat this 3 times. I occasionally hear gas noises, and I'm just wondering where the heck this gas is hanging out, where I can't see it, but I can hear it. Like, it must be, hypothetically, nothing should be able to spawn if I stand in that pod. Well, let's say in that pod, like on that area. Like, I'm going to have to work out a completely safe zone, which is going to be the area between the pods, and then a kind of almost safe zone, which is the area past the pod to the outside edge. It's on my left. Where are you, mate? Where are you? Why can't I see you? Are you up there or something? I don't know. Anyway, the point is that basically I'm standing here and looking around, can't see a darn thing spawning anywhere. So yeah, I need to have a almost safe area, which is the pod going out to the outside edge of the density cap. And then I need to have a unsafe area, which is anything beyond the density cap, and that's where the mob spawning will return completely to normal. So yeah, I'm going to take this down and rebuild it in the next location, get myself another 16 friends at least. I think I've got 17 in there, and yeah, take it from there. We'll have a look. Right, there we are. That is the second pod done. Now that should mean that I'm pretty safe through like half of my area. These guys were quite difficult to gather because as the mob cap went down, fewer spaces were available, and they'd usually go to things like the Enderman. But I actually found that there's an area over there that's just outside, which I was running over and pulling them all the way back to here with. But otherwise, that's this area all done. There's some funny noises occasionally. I think it's just like general nether noises, you know? It's kind of weird, but I've got a lot of mess to tidy up around here. I've been using the warped planks to get about, and yeah. I don't want it to look messy. Right, I figured I might as well sort of record myself building this one, just because you haven't really seen me going through this stage at all. Because it's kind of quick and feels bad, you know. What else do I need? I need some of that, I need some of that, some of that. Right, so I've built myself the little pod down below. I'm going to feed them in from... I think it's going to have to be that side. So I'm going to make this side the entrance, this side the back. So what I want to do there is have my droppers all set up. 1, 2, and then the third one there. Hopper going in like that. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm going to place the trapdoor on there like so. Put that down. Oh man. I'm so scared of looking up at the moment. Did I lose anything into that? Yeah. Okay. So that all makes sense. Let's get the pistons in. So 1 and 2. observer goes like that there, then have that on the back. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for moving along there, good sir. And then like that, and that makes sure that everything connects up the way it's meant to. I'm going to just cover this in so that I'm not going to be worried about them. Put in some extra like that as well, so they can get up and down. Basically what I've taken to is, if it's made out of the warped blocks, I know that it's junk, and when the build is finished it can all be removed. Right, so from there it should see the thing. Now, the biggest problem that I've got to fight at the moment is gold. I don't have any. So I'm going to have to work out how to get some. I think I'll just put that there for now. We'll give you a quick demonstration of this in action. So, what I'll do is I'd fill up the top and the second one. Let's just fill in those gaps as well. Make it nice and neat. Put the piece of string there, and there we go. That's the item. Perfect. Because of the situation we're at the moment, I'm sort of feeling like, yeah, I've only got one bit of gold, so what I need to do is I need to go and do a little bit of gold finding. So I guess I'll be back in a moment or three. Right, this one is a little bit problematic, and the main reason is that I'm kind of miles away from any biome that'll actually allow me piglins. So I'm having to make myself a path all the way over, and I'm hoping that this will do the job. We'll work that bit out in a bit. But anyway, all I've got to do is get them here. I found a little bit of gold on the way, so that's a few pairs of boots that I can put in. We can get started on this, which is kind of the main thing. So, 3, got no space. I don't want to just stare into the distance whilst in the warped biome, because I'll end up with an enderman in my face, and it won't be nice. Got myself a little hidey hole just in case things get rough. With the enderman, that is. Right, craft. Let's put 1, 2, 3, so we can get a batch of 4 to get started. If I put the string in place now, that should produce 1 set. Excellent. And then all I need to do is walk straight in this direction for about 100 blocks or so. Let's tidy that up a tiny bit. Create a few more spawning locations. Ghasts are going to be my enemy on this one. I mean, not that they're not always, but more so. Also, spawning and despawning things is going to be a bit of a pain. Right, I'm going to do a little run back, so I'm going to clear the area by about 44 blocks or so. The reason I've put these steps in like this is because if I don't, I'm going to just end up eating all day long and it's not going to be nice. It's going to be a painful experience. Just getting hungry all the time. Let's see if I've got more lucky this time. If I find the ghasts are taking out my my walkways too often, I may end up replacing them with something a bit more substantial. Like at the moment, the warped wood and the netherrack is a thing, I guess. Go on, you. Where are you going to go? No? Okay. Just taking pot shots of them now. It's not like I actually expect to hit them. Alright, let's go over this way. If we move in this direction, I might despawn a few things. But release the kappa fraction. Go back over here. Shoot that one. Don't look at the Enderman. Yeah, you get the idea. Actually getting piglins to spawn is going to be a little bit difficult. Anyway, let's run away again and do the same. Right, here we go. We've got a batch of them. Hopefully I can get their attention. Come on, you guys. Don't be scared of these zombies. They're fine. Just follow me. Follow me. In fact, I'm going to kill these two. Because if they drop all of their armor, then I'm golden. Haha. Oh, beautiful. Right then, let's go. Where's my hole? You following me? Wow, very, very slowly. Jeez, man, can you just not? They get scared off very, very quickly by zombie piglins. So you kind of got to deal with them. Right. And, of course, where you can, eat some food, because if you don't, you will die. Okay, a batch of 3, that'll do me. Okay. I might lose the crossbowist at the end, but that's okay. So, like, as long as I've got 2 of them... Oh, the crossbow ones are the worst, because they shoot all the friends in the back. Completely useless. Right. Now all I've got to do is get close enough for them to get totally distracted. So hopefully that's going to be 3 of them. Well, that's 1 of them in place. 2 of them in place. Come on. 3 of them in place. Okay, that's quite nice. It's quite nice having this little side thing down here. I mean, you do have to take a bit of a beating, and I'm going to have to watch my armour on this one. So, I've got 1, 2, 3 new pieces of things to go in there. So I've got 3 plus the one that's out. That'll make me up to 7. Brilliant. Let's get rid of these bits of rubbish. Who needs that? Right, that is it. That is all 4 of them done. Now, I just saw this guy over here. I wonder where they've come from. I wonder if they're an old persistent mob. Interesting. Anyway, I've been sort of hanging out in this area and just watching to see what happens. And I'm kind of seeing nothing spawning, which is quite nice. It means that things are working the way they're meant to. Other than that one piglin. That one zombie piglin. I wonder if it was something... Because I've been killing. There's been a lot of death and murder around here. I wonder if it picked up a sword and became persistent, and that's why it was still hanging around. But anyway, otherwise I've been hanging around here having a look, see if there's any spawns, and there's kind of nothing really. So you can see a sword right there. But yeah, anyway, that is it. Perfect. That is it working now. So what I need to do next, or what I'd like to do next, is I'd like to mark out, like, safe zones in the Nether. So there's 2 areas where that needs to be figured out. Let's see, do I have the... Oh, I do. I've got lots of this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Bit of a pain there, but whatever. I've got this little trick where I break the block underneath and then I just go like that. And it kind of doesn't matter because it'll just flow straight down into the block underneath. And then I can remove all this as well. And it's beautiful. Right. Now this one may be the one which is allowed in the fortress. Because like I said before, the fortress has got like a higher cap. Because of, well, all of the things we talked about earlier. Because of the game, essentially. I'm going to tidy this up. So yeah, I want to work out 2 things next. The first one is going to be I need to mark out the safe areas like around spawn and heading in this direction. And I also need to mark out, or at least make enclosed, the one area where I've actually allowed spawns to continue. Okay. There we go, that's nicer. It's very safe in this fortress, right up to a certain point. And then it gets really quite horrible. That's that certain point, right there. See it? That's the area that I need to make enclosed. As you can see, I've been here already. But if I stand like right in the middle of this area, that should kind of kill spawns, except from... Oh, heck. What's going on? Lots of spawns up there, which is kind of interesting. Lots of spawns everywhere. Ooh, double spawners. Love it. Well, this is curious. I'm wondering if maybe I've got my locations wrong. Let's see. The centre is meant to be 129, 367. Yeah, it's that area right there. So why am I getting spawns outside that area? Okay. Well, this is kind of interesting anyway. It feels kind of safe around here. I mean, I can see my pod down there. So, yeah. I mean, there's nothing over here, so... Dunno. I'm gonna have to do some experiments on this. Okay, this is kind of curious. What's happening is I seem to be getting like one spawn, one spawn, one spawn, one spawn, and that's kind of like it. So I'm sort of wondering if that is the one extra cap that I was talking about a little bit earlier. I can see some flames going on over there. See, look at you, look at this one. I shouldn't have any spawns here at all. There it is, look. So I'm getting like one at a time. That one almost instantly spawned in. It's all off on this side. Maybe this little bit is just outside of the area. I don't know. Endermen are going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, I'll tell you what guys, we're going to leave it there for today. The next thing on the agenda is, like I say, I'm going to mark out where the safe areas are and where I can stand, and I may even make a start on covering over this lava because it's scary. It's a little bit scary. But yeah, what I found was when I stand in the area, stuff was spawning all over the place. When I get a little bit close to it, then I should start getting the spawns in that area, which is what I expected. So I wonder if maybe the answer is just do not stand in the area. Like, you know, that's dangerous. I see pack spawns. Check it out. This is going to be good for the old blaze rods, isn't it? major pack spawns. Woohoo! Anyway, the point is that we're going to wind it up right there. And on that note... Ooh, skellies. Let's get him a bobs. Let's get him. On that note, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please do leave a like. And if you want to see some more, drop me a subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye!